Welcome back. If you're looking for a fun and educational activity for you and your family to experience this summer, you might want to say howdy or aloha to this next segment.
Justin Calderon is live at the Briscoe Western Art Museum. Justin, we want to know all about Aloha Vaqueros. You definitely look the part today.
Hey, good morning, Roma and Kristen. Yeah, I'm learning so much about Aloha Vaqueros, and I'm here with Don Robinette with the Briscoe. Don, good morning. Thanks for having us.
Good morning, aloha. Thanks
Aloha,
for coming
man.
out to the islands on the Riverwalk this summer.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you got to tell us about Aloha Vaqueros and this great exhibit and why it's so important, Don.
Why it's so important. It's an unknown piece of history, and if you're not a history buff, this is still fun. So who would have guessed that vaqueros sailed from California to Hawaii to tame cattle? And why in the world were cattle a problem? Well, they weren't native to Hawaii. So when they were introduced, it was actually explorers who said, hey, we're going to stop in Hawaii and we need to be able to restock. Do you mind if we leave some cattle here? You leave cattle there, guess what? They grow from 10 cattle to 25,000 cattle over time.
Yeah. Who can take care of them, Don?
The Hawaiians had no idea what to do with them. Enter the vaqueros. And so the first vaquero, Joaquin Armas, he stopped there. He was actually on an exploration.
Wow.
King Kamehameha III talked him into staying and helping out. But you can't control 25,000 cattle with one vaquero.
Absolutely.
So he ultimately recruited more to come over from Baja California, and that's how the Hawaiian Paneola, which is what Hawaiian cowboys are known as, that's how they got their start.
And Don, this exhibit is full of great artifacts. What are some of the things we're looking at over here?
These are some pieces of Paneola traditional tools and what they learned from the vaqueros. So what we think of as cowboy tools are actually vaquero tools. Everything that we do in America for American cowboys came from vaqueros.
Wow.
Same thing with the Paneola. So they learned braiding and leather work and lassos, and all of this came from Mexican vaqueros. So it's really an illustration of how impactful the vaqueros were, not just for Hawaii, but what we do here in the United States. We always talk about how the West starts here in San Antonio, and that's because vaqueros came up through South Texas and San Antonio. We really are the gateway to the American West, which stretches all the way to Hawaii.
Oh, Don, that sounds amazing. And I want to mosey our way over here to these saddles because you were telling me about a unique story about these saddles.
So if you look at this first saddle, this is a traditional saddle that would have been used in Baja California. It's got heavy leather to protect you from thick brush and the grassland. But think about Hawaii, it's more tropical and humid, and there's water. So when the Mexican vaqueros brought this with them, it worked, but it didn't. So the Paneola ultimately evolved it into this. Not only were they doing cattle drives on land, they would actually tie cattle to boats and have them swim across bodies of water. To get them out there, they had to be able to ride their horses as well. So this is a very stripped down saddle.
Yeah, very practical for them.
Very practical, but you see the same architecture is there. That high saddle horn, that's one of the hallmarks of the vaqueros. They use that for riding and roping.
Oh, well, Don, that was a taste, a little bit about the exhibit, but real quickly, what can people expect when they come out here to come check out more things? There's actually things they can interact with as well.
There's things that they can interact with as well. So it's not just history. We have a lot of interactive. There's a great video that explains a lot of this, much more in depth than I ever could. But then we have some fun interactive games for kids where they can pretend to be explorers, pretend to be a vaquero, figure out what they really need to do when they were trying to deal with these cattle.
Absolutely, and learn about the music and heritage over here as well. And Don, understand Briscoe's having some more promotions this summer as well and events.
Yes, so from a promotion standpoint, you and I are both wearing these fantastic
Yes,
Hawaiian leis. $2 off all summer. If you come see us, you're wearing a lei or Hawaiian shirt, $2 off of general admission. If you're a local, first Sunday of every month is always free, and from 1 to 3 on that first Sunday, we do Locals Day where we do full steam ahead where we're doing educational programs with that. Then National Day of the Cowboy, July 26th. Everything is free and fun, and we're going to have a whole Aloha Vaquero theme with that, celebrating Hawaii. This weekend, Father's Day, dads are free. So bring Dad out, enjoy the kickoff of our summer film series, which is Spaghetti Westerns this year. Can't miss Clint Eastwood.
Yes, ma'am.
Fistful of Dollars. Free whiskey tasting. Everyone over 21. There's also free beer, movie snacks. So this is the place to be to enjoy a nice, cool summer in Hawaii,
Well, Dawn,
in San Antonio.
yes, ma'am. We got a nice tour of the islands over here in South Texas. And Dawn, I appreciate your time. And I'm going to send it back to Roma and Kristen. And Roma and Kristen, this barely scratched the surface of everything that Aloha Vaqueros has to offer.
It looks very cool. I love seeing all those photos and all of the saddles and just guitars. It's so beautiful. What a great collaboration of cultures, too.
So much history and culture here in San Antonio. I love that they're bringing that here. Really cool.
I know, Kristen, but you know what else is cool? Father's Day is this weekend, so how about some smoked meats?